I don't have any cool things like that, but I did crochet myself like a drawstring bag that looks like a Magikarp.
I don't know what I'm doing there, but I did.
Good job, you did it. Gold star for you too.
So these guys are invisible here, but because it's so bright, they can't blend in very well. I don't know why it's so bright, but it is.
Yeah, it's extremely bright in here.
Oh yeah, if you overload a turret with electricity, they will just start firing in random directions before they blow up.
Well, that's handy. Ish.
A little bit. There's just a line of pirates coming down the stairs.
Well, at least they're being polite and lining up to be shot.
Twofer.
Good job.
Let's get out of this dark area.
Yes, let's get out of this way too bright dark area.
Shush.
Yay!
Alright, we're back out here.
There's a thing we couldn't break before, right?
Yep, we're gonna go straight there. But I need to save first. Because I'm actually a little low on health. Pirates may not be that difficult, but they do hit for a lot of damage.
Plus there was like 4 of them there that you were dealing with as well.
Yeah. And don't forget, I was getting health along the way from various crates and things too. If those health drops weren't there, I'd probably be much closer to no energy.
Yeah.
Alright, so... Yep, there's a power conduit up here. And now... Huh. I think you know what's next.
Yep. I love those guys. They look like a boppet. I'm sure I said that last time.
I think you did, actually.
Oh, this is cool.
Yeah. Definitely a boss arena, but it looks like we got some rocks in the middle that we'll have to wander around as we fight whatever.
I remember this boss from Shadow of the Colossus.
Or maybe the rocks are the boss.
Well, this is cool. A little rock golem. Oh, well, I say little, but...
Big rock golem.
Decidedly not little.
This is Thardus. So they basically put Phazon in rocks and it came alive.
Stop putting this stuff in things.
So it can shoot ice at us, and it can just slap us with its giant rock hands, which obviously would hurt. We can't target it as it is because of interference, but using a different viewpoint, we can.
Oh, so it's hard in its foot?
Oof. So those explosions actually blinded us. And when he uses his ice attack, you see the ice is like super dark because it's really cold. So we've actually, when you... I've been frozen. So when you break off the casing on his body part, essentially, the glow from the Phazon, essentially, that makes up his leg, is too great for the thermal visor to view, so you have to get out of it. So this fight is a back and... Yeah. This fight is a back and forth of going into thermal visor, attacking, and then coming out and continuing to attack. It's a little bit long, but it's not a bad fight because he does change it up a little bit. And yeah, does that. So you can use Morph Ball Boost here as a defensive thing to roll away from him faster than you can actually move on 2 feet. So
I love the Morph Ball so much.
yeah, but as you can see, we're using like our the Boost Ball. We're using the Thermal Visor, the Wave Beam, and if I want to, I can use the Super Missiles to attack him as well. So it's just a boss that is, once again, like, making you use all the stuff that you picked up before you came to fight him.
This is a really cool boss, and it looks super rad too.
Yeah. He was a definite challenge the first time I fought him as a kid. I remember dying 2 or 3 times to him.
Yeah, I can see why.
So I think we're on the 3rd part. So, while you need the Thermal Visor to target, you can actually attack the parts of his body without it. You don't need to actually be looking through Thermal Visor to damage him. It's just less effective.
Okay.
What that does mean is that for, like, runs where people try to get as little as they can and still beat the game, low percentage runs, Thermal Visor actually is not required, because all it does is allow you to see in the dark or see hidden things. But
yeah,
all of
if
the...
you already know where all the bits are, then...
Exactly. So it is not required. But really there's not much reason to get it, or not to get it.
Yeah.
Anyways, he's going into his 2nd phase. Which
Oh,
really,
goodness.
honestly, is not that much different. But what he does do is he makes a huge fog in the area, so it's harder to see him.
Oh, and now he's rolling at you.
Yeah, and I didn't roll away. Oh, rolling towards. I did a bad. But yeah, so he's harder to see now. You can still see him just fine in Thermal Visor, because Thermal Visor's not looking at the fog, essentially. But when you actually get out of it, he's more annoying to see. It doesn't change that much, really. So he's not the most exciting of bosses, even though he's a pretty cool boss.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like you can't even see him once he gets far enough away. The other thing that makes him kind of tough is he's kind of low on like power-up refills.
Yeah, you're not... Like, he's not farting out much for you to, like, refuel with.
No, the only ones you can get back from him are when he summons those floating rocks to come down and hit you. But he likes to do the, yeah, these rocks. He likes to shoot ice at you more.
I like the cool, like, ice effect on the rocks on his head there.
That's actually the Phazon being exposed.
Oh, so it's not
But
ice
it might
at all.
also it might be ice too. I think it's more the Phazon than anything. We haven't seen any of it since we got Thermal Visor, but Phazon itself is it makes the Thermal Visor go crazy. Or it's just very colorful when you look at it through Thermal Visor.
Oh, is it? Oh, I was going to say, is that how he causes interference? But I guess not.
It might be. I mean, you can see it sort of pulsating or whatever on his
Yeah,
head.
it's like... Yeah, it's really cool looking.
Yeah. Alright, so we're in the last phase now. As you can see, we've destroyed most of his body.
Yeah, he barely has a leg anymore.
Yeah. So he actually gets rid of the fog for the final phase. but nothing else really changes. So, one thing that people say and is generally agreed upon is that Retro Studios, the ones who made this game, are not the best at boss design. There's a lot of... Bosses have a lot of shockwave attacks and very similar phases.
Like, this one just maybe has a bit too much health, but on the other hand, he is made of rocks.
Yeah. He's not particularly dangerous once you know what you're doing, because you can just get out of his way. Now his core is exposed.
Lewd.
And there we go.
So
Shot some super missiles into him, and he's done. Uh-oh. Run. Falling rock sculpture.
Rocks fall, everyone dies.
Dink. And now we get a thing.
Ooh.
This is a
green
cool...
morph ball.
This is a cool power-up. And yeah, our morph ball changes.
Spider ball.
This allows us to attach to magnetic tracks.
Oh.
Yep. So this is what the spider ball does.
That's cool.
It is. I really like this power-up. It's totally situational. Like, you need to have tracks to use it, but I just really like it. And you can, like, hop from one track to another if they're nearby. You can use bombs to jump between tracks.
You can do some sick nasty tricks with this.
It's fun. Plus it makes our morph ball look really neat.
I used the word sick nasty in a sentence.
You did.
In 2015.
It's okay.
I'm sure. Well, this is just my bad joke for the episode.
Sick nasty jokes.
Yeah. That's why I talk like a California surfer, but I'm like the most English person that exists. I don't understand.
Oh, it's another white door. We can't do anything here. Also, the glow our morph ball emits has changed color. Now it's green.
Yeah. That's a neat touch.
Yep.
They could have just kept it the same and nobody would have noticed.
Anyway, we got an elevator back to the lava town.
Ooh. This really is like Dark Souls. Like, the way the world is interconnected and stuff.
Yeah, a little bit.
Like, you can actually, like, map out where things are in relation to each other in Dark Souls. You could probably do the same with this, too. You're trying real hard.
You can bounce beams back and forth between doors if they aren't, if you can't open them with either beam. You can also bounce missiles.
You accidentally opened a door.
I know.